today to talk about my life. And if you have any questions, please save them to the end of the presentation. Let's start when I was born. I was born January 23rd, 1737 in Braintree, Massachusetts. Nowadays, you guys might recognize Braintree as Quincy, Massachusetts. My father's name was Reverend John Hancock, and my mother's name was Mary Hawk Thaxter. My family owned one slave to help around the house with household chores. I was sent to live with my uncle Thomas Hancock and Aunt Lydia Hancock because my father died in 1774. When I lived with my uncle and aunt, my job was being a clerk for my uncle. I graduated from the Boston Latin School in 1750 and enrolled at College of Harvard University. When I graduated from Harvard, I became a protege, which is an apprentice, to Samuel Adams as a politician. Later in life, I married a fine, beautiful lady named Dorothy Quincy. I think I brought a picture for her if you like. Here's a picture of my Dorothy. We got married in 1775 at the Thaddeus Burr Mansion in Fairfield, Connecticut. Oh, I remember that time. It was so romantic. We had two beautiful children. We had a son named John George Washington Hancock and a daughter named Lydia Henchman Hancock, named after my Aunt Lydia. But sadly, both children died at a very young age. John died shortly after age 9, and Lydia died at only 10 months old. Soon, I got really involved with the colonies. I was a huge patriot other than a loyalist. I soon became the 4th and 3rd President of the Continental Congress. Jumping ahead in a little time, a little thing I like to call the Declaration of Independence was being born. And surprisingly, I was the very first person to ever sign the document. All of the other delegates signed the document a few months after I did. I was also the very first person to ever revise the document. Have you guys ever heard anyone say, "Put my John Hancock on it"? Well, it is a saying because I signed the Declaration of Independence so big, for King George III could read it without glasses. During the Revolutionary War, I was a ginormous help. First of all, I signed the document that declared America's independence. I strongly opposed the Stamp Act. I just thought that Great Britain was taking it too far with all these taxes. During the Stamp Act, I became a member of the Stamp Act Congress. It's a group of men who are patriots fighting against Great Britain. I was also a part of the Boston Tea Party. Now, even though I didn't fight physically in the Revolutionary War, I was still a huge help with winning our nation's independence we have today. After the Revolutionary War, I became the 1st and 3rd governor of Massachusetts. I sadly died October 8, 1793, because I had a disease called gout at age 56. Thank you for listening.